we had to compile a Mount Rushmore, let's say, of 4 people, who do you think makes the cut?
I got my 4.
Oh, you have 4 already.
Yeah.
I thought we were gonna collaborate.
Oh, we could collaborate. We could go. Let me stop.
Yeah, let me throw one out.
Go.
Go ahead.
I'll go last.
Okay, let me throw one out, and you guys react.
Yeah.
I want to say Busta Rhymes.
That's a good
Okay,
one.
I accept that.
Like,
Yeah, absolutely.
I feel like, especially as of lately, I've been seeing him perform a lot.
Yeah.
And, you know, I first saw him perform live at the BET Awards, and man, did he kill it. And then seeing him in, you know, 50 brought him out, I believe, and then he also performed. I don't know. I just think Busta could be one of the greatest showmen in hip hop.
Shout out to Spliff Star too.
Yeah, Spliff be doing his thing up there, man.
Yeah. I feel like Spliff like just loyal, like plays his position. I feel like Busta's loyal to Spliff. Spliff is loyal to Busta. So them two on stage together is amazing.
Yeah.
True.
All right. Who else we got? Throw some names out there.
I'm gonna say Kendrick.
Kendrick.
Yeah,
Okay.
because I feel like I've seen Kendrick live. I think like probably 8 times now in like every different era, and I think it's something to show that like going from like Section 80 and like the performance level that he was at then, which was still very good for a new artist, to then going into to Pimp a Butterfly and then eventually to Damn, and then even to now with Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. Even though I wasn't as big of a fan or loved Mr. Morale as much as some of the other projects, the performance made me appreciate the album more. And I think that's something that I look for when it comes to hip hop performers. Like, does this elevate the album in my mind? Do I leave that show with like, oh wow, I actually like that song on the project. Let me go back and listen to it now, even though I didn't like it when I initially heard it. Because sometimes hearing something live it hits different,
Facts. Okay.
And I know I got one more. That's obviously I'm gonna say Travis too.
That's who I thought you were gonna say.
No, I'm gonna say that
You threw
too.
me
But
off
like,
with the Kendrick.
but even from like not even if we just talking about like some of the rage music that he has, like he did a lot. Like whenever he does like his verse on SZA's Love Galore live, like I really, again, that was another instance where I really liked the song. But when he did his shit live in front of 10,000 people and he had the auto-tune on and he pretty much did the whole song by himself, like that just elevated it to me. And I was like, all right, cool. Like he can really stand his own with some of the other hip hop performers too. And also his set pieces are, you can't say anything about his set pieces. He had a whole ass roller coaster on the arena tour. So
yeah, I remember.
Yeah,
I think for Travis specifically, like of all of the artists I've ever seen perform, I don't know if I've ever seen anybody have such a visceral reaction, like the crowd be as engaged.
Yeah.
In my experience.
Also,
and that's a testament to his star power, I guess, at large. But
I was gonna mention like the other one last thing about Travis. Like there was a show that he did that was my favorite show I ever went to. It was at a warehouse in the Bronx. And in this warehouse, Virgil actually did the opening set for this, and it was on Halloween. And he had a bird that flew throughout the whole warehouse. So everybody who pushed to be in the front actually had the worst spot, because the bird went back and forth across the warehouse the whole show. And this was like back in 2017, 18.
That's also, he used the same bird, I think, when he went on tour with The Weeknd.
Yeah,
It was
like
exactly. Similar. It was a similar concept.
Similar concept, but like this bird flew throughout the whole warehouse. So I think like the attention to detail and just his ability to continue to elevate himself too is just impressive for me.
That's hard.
Word.
Yeah.
All right, Nyla, you got one for us? Or a couple?
Yeah, I'm probably just gonna go with Missy Elliott, and I didn't pick this topic because I feel like I haven't really seen that many rap artists who have blew me away with their performance, like, to be honest. But I do agree with you definitely on Busta. Busta's great. I think Travis is also good, but I think actually Travis cool. But
She was about to get unfollowed a couple more times.
I was just gonna say, I think for Travis and Kanye and artists of that stature, like their strong suit is the creativeness outside of
Like the
performance.
pageantry
Yeah,
of it all.
like,
Yeah.
it's like the aesthetic. Not saying he has high energy, so I'm not saying his performance is bad. I was just saying, like, I think all the bells and whistles would really makes it. But for me, definitely got to be Missy Elliott. Amazon Music did Strength of a Woman Festival this year, and while we were there, Missy Elliott was one of the surprise headliners. Wasn't even thinking about seeing a Missy performance, but she came out crazy. Dances is fire, and I think it just has a lot to do with her high energy, the dances, and the creativity outfit-wise. Like, Missy always delivers conceptually and aesthetically.
Yeah. Okay. I never seen Missy live.
Same.
What?
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen Missy live either.
I haven't.
I missed out.
It was fire.
Well, it's never too late. Maybe she'll hit a performance again, and we'll be able to.
I ain't gonna try to book her. But
Did you really?
Really?
Yeah, I definitely tried to book her.
That would have
too
been
expensive?
tough.
Nah, they said her schedule was just filled up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, Rob, what you got for us? Throw some names at us.
Shout out Lil Wayne.
Wayne.
I think especially watching the Yankee Stadium concert again, I was that's what made me come to that point. I actually tweeted it at that time, and somebody unfollowed me. I didn't know.
No.
But I'm like, Wayne is up here rapping a milli. Like, if you really just look at the bars of a milli and the breath control that it takes to rap that, no hype man, like he's moving around. Like, Wayne is definitely a dope performer. I agree with Kendrick. I think Kendrick is one of my favorite performers. I'm gonna go the Roots / Black Thought.
That's a great one.
I've never seen Black Thought perform.
Man, I've seen the Roots probably like a dozen times in my life. The Roots are amazing. Really kind of live up to.
Back to your breath control point.
Yeah.
How does he do that?
Like Black Thought is an amazing performer, an amazing MC. One thing about Black Thought, and I want to give him his flowers for what he's doing right now. They're on tour with LL Cool J.
Yep.
And Black Thought is playing the hype man to LL Cool J. So Black Thought is backing up LL with all of his classics, with Bad, with, whatever, he's playing the support to LL. And I'm like, what an MC. He could fill like every role. Like if he was a baseball player, like he could play like every position. Like one of the most complex,
like
lyrical, like just his dexterity as an MC, right? He could be the front man, but he can also kind of back up LL at the same time. One speaks to just his professionalism, his love of the culture, him being a student of the game, and him taking his ego out of it and knowing who he is. I just love to see Black Thought on that stage in whatever capacity do is amazing. And De La Soul, I think, rest in peace to Dave De La Soul, incredible performance. And got to give it up to Kanye West, too, for the reason that you said, like the pageantry, the thoughtfulness, the intention. You go to a Kanye, the Yeezus tour. Yeezus wasn't my favorite album at all. I didn't really like the Yeezus album, but that tour was amazing. And each stop was like something different, you know what I mean? So definitely got to put Kanye on that.
Word.
Yep.